y'all, what's up? I'm here for Love and Hip Hop New York, season 6, episode 11. I was kind of bored. I'm ready for the season to be over with. I'm ready to get to the reunion, whatever. But before we get started, y'all know I was kind of tipsy last week doing my review, so I had forgot about the fact that actually this whole restraining order situation was brought up earlier in the season. And Mona sitting up here trying to use Mariah Lynn as if this is some brand new shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you be kind of tipsy sometimes, you know, your mind don't be all the way there. But anyways, let's just get into the episode. So it's a continuation of the Gwyneth Fest. I don't even know why they dragged this shit out as if we gave a fuck. But Bianca won. I'm not surprised or whatever. She, deserved it. Of course, Dejanay, she was like, what? How, Little Miss B won or whatever, and she was lip syncing and this, that, and third. Well, her performance was better than yours. That's how. And, Mariah Lynn, she keep on saying that her and Bianca did good. I said, no, Bianca did good. You feel kind of flat, but yeah, so stop trying to put y'all two on, y'all now on the same level, honey. Anyways, moving on from that, because I don't, whatever. Oh yeah, she called BBOD bad breath on dick. I think that's what she called them. Anyways, we get Peter. He walks into the doctor's office. He's signing papers or whatever. And he's sitting up here talking about how his daughter made him realize he needs to stop having kids. I was like, it took for you to have a conversation with your daughter. Anyways, we not even gonna get into all that. He was saying how it made him realize he needs to have a vasectomy and all this other stuff. And they try to make shit all dramatic, like as if he was about to go consult with a doctor about getting a vasectomy, but he ends up walking in to Tarver's doctor's appointment. I said, Mona, anything for dramatics, right? But of course, we know he didn't get the vasectomy either way because Amina's pregnant again. We know all this already. So the doctor, she's moving the thing around. Y'all know I ain't got no kids. I don't know the proper terms, but she's moving the thing around on Tara's belly or whatever to see what they're having. Tara's about 8 months along now, at this point in the show, and they're having another boy, and she makes a reference to Peter's dick being small because they was talking about the baby and everything, when they found his penis or whatever. That's how they found out that it was a boy. And she was like, oh, little just like his daddy. I said, bitch, you tried it. It can't be that damn little if you and Amina keep on going back to it. So yeah, anyways, moving on from that. But I know she probably was just trying to be funny, whatever. But moving on from that, Tara's claiming it has to be boundaries, for right now. But for right now, bitch, it needs to be fucking boundaries, period. Anyways, we're not gonna go back into that. Whatever. Peter pretty much tells her he's getting his balls, he's getting the vasectomy or whatever. And she claims she has to see it to believe it. And, he was like, oh, you want to see it? And she was like, no, But he didn't even tell Amina. Tara is the first person that he told. I said, see, you telling Tara shit before your wife? Like, really? Like, I'm not about to spend too much energy on that situation. Just moving on from that. Remy and Pap. They talk about what happened at the Gwyneth Fest. She tells him about Ra and her little incident with Yandy's friend. And, Pap, he's saying that small incidents like this it built up to when she had went to jail, for the reason that she went to jail in the first place or whatever. And he's reminding her about jail. Remy feels like that Raw wasn't intentionally trying to like put her basically like she wasn't trying to intentionally uh she wasn't intentionally trying to put her in a fucked up situation, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time I understand where Pap is coming from, because it's like she supposed to be your friend and she knows that you're on parole and everything, and the slightest thing they'll try to sit up here and send your ass back. And I mean, I'm not gonna say that Raw just didn't care. She just, was caught up in the moment because she felt like Yandy brought old girl there to cause a problem, which a lot of us kind of feel like she did or whatever. But regardless of the fact, for one, because of the fact that you're supposed to be taking on this manager role, you should have still kept your cool. Two, yeah, like us, like he's saying, you putting Remy at risk or whatever, and that's supposed to be your friend. But like I said, she didn't use her brain too much in that situation. She didn't think about at that moment. She wasn't thinking about Remy. She was just thinking about, oh, me and this girl been having this, beef. I gotta get her. That's what she was thinking. But he was like that. We can't have this kind of, negative energy at the wedding, whatever. So moving on from that, we get Bianca. She's working with some producer. I forget his name. Whatever. It don't matter. Cardi and Mariah, they come through. Cardi still talking about how her and Bianca still got the same hairstyle, but she was like, "It's cool though. We could be twins or whatever." Like, I can't do her accent. Like, it's a lot going on with that accent. But anyways, Mariah tells Cardi about what went down at the Gwyneth Fest. She was like, mo money, ho money, yo money, her money, his money, whoever she like, whoever she is, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had the nerve to try to come at me and all this other stuff. Like, she was like, no, she was like, I pulled out the papers on her or whatever, the whole restraining order ordeal, and that's when she tried to come at me or whatever. She was like, but she didn't do nothing though. I was like, ain't neither one of y'all bitches do nothing for real. But I mean, if you want to be honest. But moving on. What else happened? Oh, Cardi was saying that, she was like, I don't know why talking about Dejanay. She was like, I don't know why Dejanay or whatever. I've been slacking. I've been calling them by their real names this whole video, haven't I? Mo and Lexi. Well, back to what I was saying, because I'm going back to their names that I called them. Yeah, Dejanay. Cardi was saying that Dejanay, like her thug record is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over and done with. And she was like, if she was there, she would have started a riot. I was like, oh Lord. So Cardi starts telling them about the jailbird dude. I forget his name. But she talking about she having stripper withdrawals and shit. I was just like, child, I guess, and she Mariah, she starts talking about her mother being, pregnant in jail, and she might have to take care of this baby by herself, and she don't know if she's ready for that or not. Bianca pretty much tells him that there's going to always be an obstacle in your way or whatever, no matter what, being in this business and everything. There's always going to be an obstacle in your way, but just pretty much you have to get through it or whatever. We get Remy again. Remy, she's picking out wedding bands for her and Pap or whatever. Ra shows up. They talk about what happened at the Gwyneth Fest. Ra brings up the fact that her and the girl was, about to have an altercation, at some other place one time or whatever. Remy is telling her that Yandy, claimed that she didn't know or whatever, that there was beef between them. Ra says that Yandy has been around, them before, so how, basically how could she have not known? You know what I'm saying? And but Ra, she admits that she was wrong though, whatever, and she was wrong to put Remy in that predicament. So I was like, well, that's, kudos to you, Ra, for admitting that you were wrong, and putting Remy in that situation or whatever. Um, and she's pretty much, she's gonna try to play nice with Yandy for the sake of the wedding and everything. Um, but she's tired. She's also tired of Yandy playing like she innocent or whatever. And I feel her in that because Yandy do be trying to act like she innocent and she don't know what the fuck is going on. You're friends with the executive producer of this show. Yeah. You ain't all that innocent. Anyways, we get Yandy in Medici. He finds out about his jail time. We already know. Whatever. He's already there. Whatever. But he pretty much wants to get all of the mothers, all his baby's mothers together, and all his baby mothers together or whatever for a dinner so they can figure this thing out about raising the kids while he's gone and everything. Moving on from that, we get BBOD. So we get Penny Proud saying that they still took the crown or whatever, after they lost to Bianca at the Gwyneth Fest and everything. And Dejanay, she's sitting here calling Bianca's wig what she call her wig? Brown something wig. I don't forget. I forgot what she called her damn wig. And I was like, but you wear clown wigs all the time. Like, anyways, moving on from that, she always, like, her wigs always just gotta be all extra for no goddamn reason. Always. And I cannot stand that Cassie shaved head. I cannot stand that look. Like, Cassie don't even wear that shit no more, alright? Like, give it up. All you hoes that still wearing that, give it up. I'm just saying. Anyways, moving on from that, she's saying that she never filed a restraining order against Bianca, and had she did, Bianca would have been in jail or whatever. I was like, well, I mean, there's plenty of people who got restraining orders against somebody that the person ain't in jail. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, whatever. Like that's like I said, that's why I had made the reference about the whole that Mona typed that damn restraining order in Microsoft, but then one of my subscribers also jogged my memory on the fact that that restraining order took place years ago, so it's probably not effective now. So whatever. But yeah, so anyways, what else happened? Oh yeah, they was pretty much talking about their manager situation, considering that they're not solo artists anymore, and how they can't have Raw. Like Dejanay was sitting up here saying like they can't have Raw as a manager or whatever after she done showed her ass the other night or whatever. She was like, she's sitting up here getting on me about popping off or whatever, but she doing the same exact thing. I was like, you got a point there, Dejanay. You got a point there. One and only point. Psych, no. But anyways, yeah, but I mean, she did have a point there though. Rob was sitting up here, reprimanding her about popping off and this, that, and third, but yet you doing the same exact thing, and you're supposed to be in manager position. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying? But she telling Penny Proud not to let another female come between them or whatever, like as if they in a relationship or some shit. But no, I knew what she meant by it, by the simple fact that they friends and da da. But anyways, moving on, we get Yandy and Remy. Yandy is telling Remy about Mendices, and his, in that situation. Remy, she's kind of admiring the fact that Yandy is being strong about it, and the fact that she even still, wants to help her with this wedding and everything. And so Yandy talks about a bachelorette. I feel like I'm saying that word wrong. Y'all know what I mean. You know, the bachelorette, bat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Having one of those. God damn it, shit. Anyways, so Yandy was like that. She want them to do kind of like a pole dancing type of thing, you know, where Remy can do some dances or whatever for Pap in the bedroom or whatever the case is. Yandy, you know, they start talking about the situation with Raw and everything, and how, you know, Remy was like, well, Raw said that you knew or whatever, this, that, and third. And Yandy was like, you know, my thing, you know, pretty much Yandy was like that Raw should have handled that on her own time. Like, y'all, you know, we supposed to be there to work and everything, not be, you know, she not be supposed to be sitting there trying to wash somebody. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the term that she used. Ooh, excuse me. Anyways, moving on from that. So, Yandy pretty much saying that it wasn't no ill intent on bringing the girl there. Anyways, moving on from that, we get Yandy and Tara. Yandy is shocked to find out that Tara is 8 months pregnant. And, Tara is pretty much like, you know, she's only been telling one person a day, you know, because she just ain't want the negativity and all the stuff. I was like, nah, you ain't want the truth. But anyways, moving on from that, what else happened in that conversation? You know, Yandy is kind of, you know, like, Tara, you're pregnant by a married man, and Tara, you know, she's like, you know, she wants all or nothing with Peter at this point. You ain't gonna get it all with him, so you might as well just let it go. She says that she's not the only one going through this situation, and no, Tara, you're not. It still don't make it right though. But you're not the only female that's going through this situation. And pause for a minute though. Not Yandy. Tara, and I've been meaning to say this for a minute, but Tara and Peter's daughter, they do look alike. It's just that Peter's daughter, her face is fatter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of weird. But anyways, you know, Yandy said something else to Tara or whatever, like basically you're trying to live in this fairy tale, whatever, and I just wish you would open your eyes up to see, like, really see him or whatever. But anyways, moving on, we get Cardi and Self. She's tired of feeling like Self is not, you know, helping her with the music and everything. I'm like, Self is not the only fucking DJ in New York. He ain't even the hottest one. Anyways, she like, you sitting up here playing Delicious and all this stuff, this, that, and third, but you can't even play my record. I was like, she got a point, because like I said, I have heard some of Cardi's stuff, and yeah, she could flow a little bit better than them heifers. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you keep, like, you know, she's saying he keep on playing corny shit and everything, and you know, he's saying that BBOD was professional coming to him about their music or whatever, whereas Cardi wasn't, and all that hollering and stuff that she doing ain't gonna get her, pretty much is not gonna get her what she want neither. And Cardi is sitting up here saying that she's loyal and she expects the same thing. She's loyal to her friends, this, that, and the third. She's saying Self gonna be tight when she make it big, pretty much when she makes it big and all this other stuff without him. And what else she said? She storms out or whatever. She was like, back, delicious or whatever, before she walked out, you know. And he was like, I don't know why everybody hates BBOD so much. Anyways, moving on from that, we get the bachelorette party. Remy comes in like this leather leotard, you know, it's a red color, and underneath is like a lace material, red thing or whatever. I don't, you know, whatever you want to call it, to go under the leotard or whatever. I thought it looked cute. You know, I don't know how everybody else feel about it, but I thought it looked, you know, cute, you know, first or whatever. um, Ra shows up. Yandy and Ra, they have a conversation. Um, Yandy, she's confused by the other night or whatever. Ra is telling her you knew or whatever. Um, yeah, she's like you knew and all this other stuff. Yandy is like, you're the last thing that's on my mind or whatever to even sit up here and do something like that. But they decide to squash it, but she sit up here and trying to say that Yandy is trying to stay relevant because she said if her and Remy wouldn't have fell out during Ra's fashion show or whatever, they wouldn't fell out. If they wouldn't have had they little falling out or whatever, Yandy wouldn't be sitting there and everything. I mean, didn't Remy meet up? Didn't Remy, Pat, Mendeecees, and Yandy, didn't they have a dinner before before that fashion show? So it did. I mean, to me, they was forming a friendship, kind of, sort of, before that situation occurred. But maybe because maybe when that situation occurred, maybe she felt like, oh, okay, well, me and Yandy, we done hung out a couple of times or whatever already, so maybe I can, and then also too knowing Yandy, playing stuff or whatever, maybe I can reach out to her or whatever, this, then, third. So it's kind of like, I mean, like I said, I feel like Remy and Yandy was already forming a friendship anyway, but Remy probably got into a little bit of a panic because her and Ra was going through what they was going through, and, she didn't know whether Ra was still going to help her or not. So, I mean, Ra just saying, Ra, she's jealous. That's what it is. She's jealous, and she need to get over it. Because, I mean, if Remy wants her to help, then that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But, what else happened? Oh, but they pretty much just, they just get over the situation, I guess. They shake hands, whatever. And then the last scene, I believe, the last scene is Yandy and Mendeecees. They come together with the baby mamas, and not Yandy, Mendeecees' mother and Samantha, one of his baby mamas. We got introduced to Samantha last season. Samantha and Kim. That damn Kim, I tell you, she is something else. But anyways, so they talk about him, going to jail and everything, and they're being supportive or whatever. I think Samantha says something about, would you want your son to see you like in jail or something like that? Something like that she was saying. Judy, Mendeecees' mama, going to sit up here and talk about, bring up Samantha's jail mistake or whatever. And Samantha was like, see, why she gotta go there or whatever? Like, I was in jail for one day. Like, that has, like, she bringing up shit that has nothing to do with this situation. And I was just like, see, that damn, I don't like Judy. I ain't like her last season. Like, she is bringing up shit that has nothing to fucking do with what the fuck is going on. Why you have to bring, like, the difference is Samantha was in jail. Mendeecees is going to prison for the next 8 years. Child. So, Kim, she kind of starts going off. She starts getting irate or whatever. And, she was like, hold up, I ain't got on the suit tonight. Like, she was like, I ain't got on the suit tonight. She was like, you know what, Judy, she started trying to act confused and shit, like as if she don't know what's going on. She was like, I mean, I can see you guys are going to try to put the blame on me. And she just looking all confused, like as if she don't know what the fuck she just caused. And Kim was like, let me get up because that bitch right there or whatever. And she was like, she was like, I never had a problem with Yandy. I never had a problem with Erica. I think that's the other baby mama's name. And definitely ain't got a problem with this one, pointing to Samantha. But that bitch right there, Judy, she was like, she's the problem. I was like, yeah, Kim, she's the problem. anyways, you know, Mendeecees, he gets them to calm down, to tell them to chill out, this, that, and the third. Like, this is for the kids and everything. Samantha, she kind of doesn't want little Mendeecees to go to the prison to see Mendeecees and everything. But Yandy explains the importance of, you know, him being a black, him being a black man. I mean, a black kid growing up or whatever, and he needs his dad. He's a little boy. He needs his dad and everything, because there's certain things that we're not gonna be able to teach him as a man that Mendeecees can. You know what I'm saying? And the other baby mama, she's pretty cool with everything or whatever. But Samantha, she says that she's not gonna keep the kid away from Mendeecees or whatever, so you don't have to worry about that. And that was pretty much the episode. Another long ass review. I apologize, you guys, but make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video.